Today we got even more reveals for Black Ops 7 from a new perk, enemies, images of the map, voice actors, and even a trailer release date for the game. A lot of stuff to go over, so I know this information is all going to be super useful to you, so show me by dropping a like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But with that said, let's just talk about it all. So the first thing I want to go over is actually the new perk that we got, and this is what we got, an image of it. We don't have a name of it, we don't have a description or anything like that, we just have this picture. So this is all, at least now, that we could currently go off of. And looking at it, first thing that pops out is that it is a blue perk, which I don't think there's that many blue perks. What is there? Just Quick Revive and Electro Cherry? I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head. Like, that is not something that's very often, so that's cool at least. But as for what it could do, I mean, normally we'd look at the image of it that it has to symbolize what it does, and would give us an idea. I mean, stamina has a running guy, so obviously you run faster. But looking at this one, first things first, what even is this? Is this like a teacup with like some sort of aroma above it, or is this like a plant just growing out of this cup looking thing? Like, I don't really know what this is. And regardless of which it is between those two, even if it is one of those two, like, what would that even do? Honestly, like, I'm really stumped with this one. Like, I have no guesses at all what this could do, like how it would benefit you in a zombies game based off of this. So I don't know, let me know your guys' speculation on what you think this does down in the comment section below, because I'm kind of stumped on this one. The next thing we got are some images of the map. I don't think these are actually in game, but they're like from the game. And the first one I'll show you is this one here, and here we see the rear view mirror of the vehicle, the wonder weapon vehicle that we've seen already. And it's kind of cool because the rear view mirror, it says object in mirror are deadlier than they appear instead of closer than they appear, or something like that, like the real ones in real life. But regardless, we do see the mini boss again, and as you guys can see, it is that zombified bear. People are saying it kind of looks like the Hellhound, so maybe it's the Hell Bear or something like that. That could be the name. That'd be funny. But regardless, I'm very interested to see how this is all going to play in the game. Like, I feel like this is going to be fast and deadly, bro. It might be like a really challenging boss, and I kind of hope it is, because this one looks pretty cool. Just make it a brawler, bro. That's what we need in types of boss fights, or excuse me, mini bosses. Like, that's what we need for these bosses, especially a bear. I think that's what it should be. But something people aren't really looking at as much with this image is what's in the background here. And in the background, we do see a couple buildings here, and there's maybe a perk or something in the background here. I can't really make that out. I won't say anything for certain, but regardless, this is an area that we haven't really seen before, and I'm kind of interested to see where this is, because based on all of the locations that we've heard before, we haven't really seen anything that looks like this. So, you know, it's something to keep an eye on. Now we have an image much like this with this image here, and it's also teasing the exact same way the special rounds on this map, because what we see here are some weird looking monkey things, but they do be looking pretty spooky. People are saying they also might be this versions of the denizens or something like that, so they might just be in like the in between areas of the main stop points or something like that. That's entirely possible too, but either way, as long as they are not as annoying as denizens, I'm happy. Now, once again, if we actually look beyond just the review mirror, we actually see another new area that we've never seen before. Because here we could see maybe some sort of new diner or gas station here. Like, that's what it looks like to me with the neon lights and all of that. Like, that is a new area entirely, so I'm very interested. Like, after seeing all the little teasers of different areas of this map, like, this map might actually be absolutely humongous, and not just humongous in the in-between driving places, but there might be a lot of places we could stop at. Like, it's starting to feel like that just based on all of the different areas. And we're not done looking at areas because we have another image here, but my gosh, this map might be absolutely humongous. Now, our next image we have is actually of the OG crew guys, looking all dead as you would expect. Now, before we get into the words that they actually say on this, I want to once again look at the background here, because here's another new area. Like, this is another one again. Like, we see the church here, and I don't think that's the same church from the original Transit. I don't remember seeing the cross with the cut through the bottom. Like, I think that is different. But regardless, even if you look at the rest of this map, this is not an area that we've seen before. We do see the mystery box light in the top right corner, so that's interesting. But overall, again, just stressing, this map might be absolutely humongous just based on all of the areas like that we've heard of. But there's like an ascension area, there's a pyramid area, there's the farm area, there's all the areas we just went over. Like there's probably even more. This map might be humongous, and I cannot wait to actually see the full reveal of this map. But before we could talk about the reveal, and we will talk about that, let's actually talk about the other thing this image is telling us, because what this is telling us is who's going to voice act all of the characters. And as you guys can see, a lot of them are guys that are returning. Tank Dempsey, Steve Bloom's returning, Nolan North is still as Edward Richtofen, and Nikolai Bolensky is still by Fred Tassakorki. I can't remember exactly how you say his name, but regardless though, those three guys are returning. But as you guys may know, the original voice actor for Takeo Masaki, he is actually Tom Kane, but he actually had a stroke and he's no longer able to voice act anymore. So they are getting a new guy for him, and who they're replacing him with is actually going to be Nelson Lee. Now, I'm not familiar with him, but from when I've looked up, a lot of people really like this guy, and they say this is a good choice for someone to swap him off, especially for a legendary character like Takeo is to some people. So that looks all cool in that. So what it sounds like, at least to me, from what people have told me, this is a good thing. Now, for the final thing they gave us is this, the roadmap to the beta and everything before that. And as you guys can see, this is all starting with the very first thing, and this is going to be the multiplayer reveal trailer dropping on September 22nd, in 3 days from now, or in other words, on Monday. So expect that, especially if you're excited for multiplayer. I personally am. Futuristic multiplayers have always been my favorite multiplayers. It's not even close. So I am really excited to be back in that setting for a multiplayer again. But what this means for zombies is that after today, I wouldn't really expect any more zombies teasers, because they're probably going to be over the weekend building up to the multiplayer reveal, and obviously on Monday is the multiplayer reveal. So those 3 days, probably no zombies teasers, and at best we could expect one on Tuesday, the day after the multiplayer reveal. But of course, Wednesday is actually what's next on this roadmap, because on September 24th, Wednesday, 5 days from now, we're going to be getting the zombies reveal trailer. Now, this is going to be gameplay, showing us things about the map and stuff like that. That's going to be exciting. I'm excited for that. But I am a bit curious, because they don't mention any sort of gameplay systems reveal, or just developer notes, or a blog post going over the new gameplay systems that they're going to have in this game. That is not mentioned here at all. And to me, I felt like that they would do this maybe before the next thing on this, which is Call of Duty Next. But at the same time, they might just do it at Call of Duty Next, and maybe that's what they're saving it for. Because I feel like that gameplay systems reveal is rather going to happen alongside the zombies reveal on September 24th or at Call of Duty Next. But speaking of Call of Duty Next, that's literally the next thing on this roadmap, because on September 30th, that is when we're getting Call of Duty Next. And as you guys know, it's where they fly out a bunch of creators to go out and play zombies multiplayer and Warzone early. Now, unfortunately, 20,000 subscribers doesn't get me there, so I won't be there, but maybe one day in the future, hopefully you guys could help me out with that. Subscribe, in other words. But either way, though, I guess we'll have to wait and see what's revealed at Call of Duty Next for zombies. But the next thing on that, World Series of Warzone, if you guys care about that, is October 1st. But then we get the thing when we all first get our hands on Black Ops 7, because then on October 2nd is the start of the early access beta, the ones that you have to have a code or pre-order the game to play the game early on. So that is there, which is already great. But then if you guys don't want to pre-order the game, you guys can just wait till October 5th and you'll get the start of the open beta, and all betas end on October 8th. And keep in mind, there's no longer consoles exclusivity or early on one console over the other. That is completely gone, so don't have to worry about that. But regardless, that is everything they gave us here today with all the teasers for Black Ops 7. And honestly, I'm loving what I'm seeing for Black Ops 7 so far. I'm really just kind of a little nervous about the gameplay reveals, because I don't know if it's just going to be copy paste Black Ops 6 systems or not. Like, I wouldn't be surprised because it's back-to-back games, but I really hope they at least make some changes to make it feel a little bit more refreshed. But we'll have to wait and see. Regardless though, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I really mean that, but I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.